Hello and welcome back for another episode of the Science of the Mind comedy TV show. There we go. I'm just cracking a joke about this being a comedy, but no, it's very serious. And I'm a little bit physically sick with a cold, but still mentally well enough to want to share with you all today. And I just wanted to put out a message about the Science of the Mind training and just living life in general, that there's no need to rush most of the time unless it's like a real crisis, a real emergency. It's healthier, it's a happier way of living life to just don't rush. I was spending time with a good friend yesterday, and they're growing fast in the Science of the Mind. They're training really well, doing amazing stuff, and they're growing and they're getting healthier and getting happier. But they were telling me yesterday that they're getting healthier and they're noticing the unhealthy things about people around them, and that it's getting frustrating for them. They want to bring other people along with them on this training. So I figured I would put a message out there to you all to say that not everybody's ready for the Science of the Mind training, and it's a very evolved training program, and it's all about evolving you and getting you healthier and happier, but many people just aren't at that stage yet. So I was encouraging my good friend just to practice patience, to train themselves with these good qualities that are a part of the Science of the Mind training of patience. Patience is like the number one skill, the number one ability that we're training in the Science of the Mind, is just to patiently continue on with the process and just try to enjoy that process patiently. So also to train with tolerance, that there's all different people in this world, and they're at all different stages, and people have complex backgrounds, and they've had more or less resources that have been available to them to help them to grow, to help them to get healthy and to get them ready in life. And they've had more or less unhealthy processes that they've been exposed to, like abuse or bullying or neglect, many different things that people go through in life. Everybody's got a unique story, a different story. And with the Science of the Mind, that's something that I cherish, is our individual stories, instead of trying to fit people into a particular category or a particular label, trying to box people up, pigeonhole them. The Science of the Mind is about accepting and embracing people as we are, and that each one of us is perfect. I to my good friends and to my best friends and family and things, I made a certificate a couple of years ago that acknowledges that where each one of us is perfect, just the way we are. And I give that certificate out to my good friends. And everybody deserves that we're perfect. It's not saying that we're unblemished. It's not saying that we're necessarily even that healthy, but it's saying that we're perfect, the person who we are, that can get unveiled through the training of the Science of the Mind, the health that can get unveiled there, the underlying person who we are is always good, is always lovable, and is just deserves that perfect attitude that's saying, yeah, we're perfect. And there's a belief in humanity, an underlying belief, a default position, a baseline that we're all good. We might not be acting good or thinking good or speaking good, but that's just a bit of illness in our system. Just like right now, I've got a bit of a cold, so I'm not physically that healthy, but still mentally healthy, still happy, and I'm not rushing around. I've definitely slowed down. So that's what I'm encouraging all of you to do, is, don't rush. If you're watching this video, you've probably got, if not only months, but even years and decades of life to go ahead training with this science, getting the causes in place to get the effects that you want in your mind, in your life, to make these habits and build these habits up. So you've got plenty of time. So in the book, I say, we shouldn't rush, because it just creates a stress dynamic. It's not a healthy state of mind. It just scatters the mind and makes everything a lot less efficient and effective. There's that saying of running around like a chicken with its head cut off. It's not a very pleasant saying, but it's talking about people just rushing around too much and not really being able to achieve anything much, even though they're rushing around trying to do all of these things. So I'm saying don't go for that extreme over here of just rushing, rush, rush. Don't try to do everything, in a short period of time. But I'm also saying in the book, don't delay, don't do nothing. So I'm talking about a middle ground with the science of the mind here, saying don't rush, but at the same time don't do nothing, don't just delay, because we're not going to get very far if we're just sitting around doing nothing much. But if we can find that middle ground of just relaxing and slowly, in a relaxed way, going about doing whatever needs doing, whatever healthy desires, whatever healthy wants we have, or other people request of us that they want, that we feel like is a healthy thing for us to provide to them, to go ahead and be generous in that way, but that we don't have to rush. We can, at our own pace, at a pace that's manageable, that's sustainable for